Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. They will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A third down gain of 19.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, seam 6. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Use the mic. Let's go, D.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Watch out.
Bud. Hurry up, hit it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Eason, that's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. (7-7) our score after 1. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Push him back. Push him back. 6 guys. Check 6.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Tight, watch right. Tight, watch right. Go down. Check 42, man. That's good. That guy's good.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over.
Let's go,
at their own 13-yard line.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 87 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
60 Pittsburgh. 41
to throw on 2nd down. Eason on the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Eason. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing again. Eason. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Caught by Wilson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They go play action with Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Sanders is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo!
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
To throw again. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
41.
Hey.
Check 41. All day, just like that. Just
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Emmanuel Agba. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jerome Baker able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Pilot, 64, weak. Smooth.
2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, break.
49's a mark.
Go.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson operating from the gun. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high 7. Snap.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's checking.
Get it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo, 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 go, go. Hey, Delta.
49, guys. Mike.
5.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 66 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Back now in Miami. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
58, boys, 58, it's Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
61, match box, beat River.
On 1st and 10, Eason. It's complete to Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First down, Raven.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, it's Howard, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go with Howard again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.